guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, it is officially Foundation Friday, and today we're reviewing the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation, and I have this in the shade 760 Classic Tan. I'm just going to hop onto the site, Covergirl site, to see what kind of claims they say about the foundation. Okay, and on the site, they have 14 shades available. And the price, it doesn't say it on the CoverGirl site, but it does compare to Amazon and Ulta, which both you can purchase this foundation for $5.99. I know that at Target it was available for $6.99, but in some places it's about $10, which is pretty pricey. But for this foundation, it looks like the claims are that you get a hydrating, vitamin-infused formula that is buildable coverage. It glides on smoothly for a flawless look. There's a special antioxidant and vitamin complex, plus there's SPF for those of us who want to protect our skin from the sun, and it gives you a healthy glow. It's like a luminous glow, so it's not a matte foundation. And there's the lightest shade is ivory and the deepest shade is tawny. So tawny is not that deep, but I mean, it's the shade range doesn't really have a good shade range. For how to apply, it just says use a disposable sponge, wedge, or clean fingertips. Dab a small amount of foundation on the center of your cheeks. Blend outward towards the edges of the face, concentrating on uneven areas and decreasing intensity toward the hairline. So I'm just looking down in the reviews. I like to look in the reviews just to see what kind of comments there are. So one of the comments that I see, it says it's way too dark for fair skin. I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing, because that means that they have a good range of deeper skin tones, and you can always, it's always better to go dark because you can always lighten it up with a foundation, with the concealer. It could be a plus or a minus because sometimes you may not be able to salvage it. But this foundation, it is a glass bottle and it feels very luxurious. It looks luxurious. And of course it comes with a pump, which we all love. At this day and age, foundations should all just come with pumps, because who doesn't want a pump? I mean, it's just so much easier and I love it. So we're just going to pump some out just to see the formula. And I'm just going to pump out 2 pumps. And it looks like the foundation is pretty thick. It's not, you know, sliding down or anything. So I think that's a good formula. As usual, I'm going to be using a foundation brush and a sponge. So on one side, I'm going to use my sponge, and the other side, I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Powder brush, and I love this for foundation because it's so dense that it helps to buff it into your face. I'm going to be using my L'Oreal complexion sponge. It is a little bit dirty, so I'm still going to use it anyway. And we're going to start out with the brush so we can kind of see what the coverage is, and then we can move on to the sponge. So I'm just dipping my brush, and this may be a little bit too dark for me, but actually it's blending out pretty well. It may be a little bit too tan for me in the wintertime, but you could lighten it up. All right. And that coverage is actually pretty good. I don't know if I said it. I know that on the site it said it, but it says that this coverage claims to be a full coverage foundation. We can see from this, I probably took about half of the 2 pumps. So I probably took 1 pump, and that's how much it took for me to get a good coverage on my face with a brush. You may need more with a sponge because sponges tend to shear out the foundation. So as far as with the brush, I think that I got a pretty good coverage. And I'm just going to take this down to my neck. So I think that's a pretty good coverage if you guys want to see my skin. So this is the side with the foundation, and this is the side without foundation. So I do have some marks and some hyperpigmentation. I think it did a good job of covering up my hyperpigmentation here. I don't usually worry about this section because I put contour and bronzer there, so it's going to cover it up anyway. But as far as the coverage, it looks pretty good. The color is a bit on the orangish, yellowish side, more orange than yellow. So for anyone who's lighter than me, it may be a little bit more orange for you, but I think this is a really good color match. I did good. I just usually eyeball it. You know what? Like, they need to have testers in the drugstore, so you could try out the products, because there's so many of them that are like open because there's no testers, so people want to test it out. I'm not going to buy a foundation and bring it home if I'm not sure the color, that it's the color. I mean, you can return stuff in the drugstore, but still. So I'm just taking my sponge, and I have some on there, and I'm going to start stippling it. Wow, so I think that covered up really well. This is actually my first time using this foundation. I just got it, actually. I just picked it up because I've been wanting to try it since it's something new, and it's supposed to be healthier for your skin. Not that any makeup is healthy for your skin, but there are some benefits in certain foundations. In this one, on the front, it says there's vitamin E, B3, and B5. So those are good vitamins, and those are good vitamins for your skin. So, I mean, if you could use something that's better for your skin, why not, you know? So there's the coverage, and that was probably just the other half of the pump. There's still more on here. I did pump out a little bit more, so it's about a full pump on each side to get a full coverage. I think that's actually my desired coverage. I don't want to cake on anymore because I think that it may look cakey, and that's when I start to get a little bit more oily if I layer on the products. I'm just going to set my face with my Coty Airspun. You guessed it, because I use it all the time. It's like my favorite powder. Like, I don't even change it up because it's like not even worth it. So let's just put that on, and I'm just lightly dusting it on. And look at how the finish is with the powder. It just looks so airbrushed, and that's why I love this powder. It's just cheap, simple, and it does the job. If you guys are curious about this eye look, I can do a tutorial. Just let me know down below in the comments if you are interested in seeing this. If you are interested in any of the looks that I put up on my Instagram, or if I wear it during a video, then just let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely do a tutorial on the look. So now we are going into contour. I'm going to just kill two birds with one stone and just use my Maybelline Master Contour, and this is in the shade Deep, so, or medium to deep. And I don't like that harsh line, so I just like to blend it out. Right, and next up I'm going to be applying the blush that's in the palette, and I'm going to be using my Moda Pro brush that I got in my BoxyCharm. Again, it is dirty because I just use these products for a look I did. If you missed it, go check it out on my Instagram. And like I said, if you want me to do a tutorial on the look, just let me know in any of the comments of my social media handles. And if you don't know my social media handles, they are in the beginning of the video in the first clip. So just make sure you take that down and follow me, because you'll be in for an adventure. So I think that's enough of blush. And then I'm going to use this highlight that's in here. It's actually a pretty good highlight. So for the drugstore, it's really good. I want to try the Master Chrome highlights from Maybelline, because, like, look at that. I ain't mad at it. And I'm not wearing any concealer today. I'm just going to skip the concealer and let's see. Oh, and then I'm going to go do my under eyes, or do my bottom waterline, because I didn't put any shadow there. I didn't want to put it on until I put on my makeup. I don't know why I'm so, like, absent-minded right now. I think I'm just looking for stuff and doing things all at the same time. I'm looking for my blending brush. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So my blending brush, I'm just taking this mustardy color that I have. And I'm just popping that down below. Oh, and I use the Morphe 35C palette. And I'm using this shade right now, this orange shade. It's like an orangish mustard. Now we are just going to apply some mascara. And I've been loving this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. I will have a video coming up soon about it, so I can kind of give you my review about it. I've been using it for a while now, so I think that I've formed a good opinion. And it's going to be kind of a cool video, so you don't want to miss it. All right, and now I'm just going to put on some gloss. I've been loving this gloss that I got from LA Colors High Shine, and it's the Shea Butter Gloss, and it comes with these 3 colors. It comes with, let's see, what's the color? Fresh. Does it say it on here? It doesn't say it, but I guess when I open it, you guys will see. So the color I'm going to use is Fresh. It's just like a nude lip gloss. And I actually love this. I don't feel like it washes me out or anything. It's not one of those like white nude glosses. It's not like a white nude gloss, so it wears a little bit more graceful. And I don't know why, whenever I put lipstick or lip gloss, it's just that one spot always gets it. So that's the lip gloss. And I think we're all done my makeup. So I'm going to just give you guys the time. And right now it is 12:57. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'm using my phone to record, so this is just what you guys have to deal with. So it's 12:57. It's basically 1 o'clock, and we're just going to go about our day. I have some errands to run, grocery shopping, all that stuff, and then I will come back and check in to let you know how the foundation's holding up. And we're going to be doing an 8-hour wear test today, because I want to see if it'll last throughout the average workday. So this again is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I have the shade Classic Tan, and as of right now, my first impression, it's looking really good. It's matching really well with my skin, and it does give a little bit of a healthy glow. Aside from my highlight and all, it does give like a good finish. It's not matte, but it's not satin. We'll see how it lasts for a couple more hours. All right, so I will check back in with you guys in a few hours. See you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here for my last check-in. This is actually my second check-in. I haven't checked in at all today since I've put on the foundation. I've been just busy running errands and, taking care of business. Just grabbed some dinner and I got back home and I figured I should just end this now. So as you can see, the foundation did wear pretty well. It lasted pretty well, but I did notice that the foundation oxidized. So I think next time I need to get the next shade lower than Classic Tan. I think it's Golden Tan or Soft Honey, one of those two. So as of right now, it looks pretty good. It is a little shiny in my T-zone, but nothing I can't clean up. I don't feel oily on my face. The only thing I would complain about is the color. We're going to rate the foundation according to my PHABFAM system, and the price is actually pretty good. I got it at Target for I think 10 bucks, but I would suggest to go to Ulta or I think the other one is Amazon, CVS, any of that, and you can get it for $5.99, $6 at the most. So the price is pretty reasonable. As far as the application, I really like the way that the sponge applied the foundation. Of course, usually you get a full coverage with a brush, but I think that the sponge did a good job with applying the foundation. It just gave a little bit more of a natural finish. As far as the wear is pretty good. I still don't feel oily, as even though I look a little shiny here and there. I don't feel as oily as I would with a lot of other foundations. It's going on the 10th hour now. So, or no, it's going on the 11th hour now. So I think that we're doing pretty good for the foundation wear. And then lastly, the shade range. The shade range could definitely be better because, like I said, it does go from ivory to, I think it was tawny. And tawny's not very deep of a shade. And in between, there aren't many shades that are, gradually changing in color. As far as like soft honey is a lot lighter than Classic Tan. So that's why I ended up going with Classic Tan, because it does have a yellow undertone. But as you can see, it does oxidize on my skin. I do look a little bit more tanner than usual. And I did feel like that throughout the day, that I did look a little bit tanner. As you can see down on my chest, my face looks pretty dark compared to my chest. My chest is usually always pretty light, but this is actually really, really deep compared to my normal skin tone. So that's the PHABFAM system, and I would recommend this foundation because of the lasting power. It does still look pretty good, and I can wear it for longer. But I think that it would go well with oily skin, as long as you prime well and set your foundation. And if you have combo normal to dry or normal to combination skin, I think this would be a really good foundation for you as well. You may have some issues with like dry patches, but I didn't feel like the foundation settled into any lines or faded in any areas. It's still looking pretty put together. So I think this is a thumbs up for this foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy my episodes to this series, Oily Girl Chronicles. If you guys enjoy these videos, please let me know down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for any new episodes to the series or any new tutorials that I put up. And if you want any tutorials or you have any requests for me to do videos, please leave them down below in the comments section. And also like this video to let me know I'm doing a good job. I would really appreciate it. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. And if you guys have been with me since the beginning, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. So I think this is the end of my video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.